The foldable iPhone, a device Apple fans have dreamed about for years, might finally be getting closer to reality, but not without problems. New reports suggest that Apple's long-awaited foldable phone could be delayed again because the company is once more chasing perfection. While that sounds like the usual Apple way, this time it could actually backfire and lead to disappointment. The main issue lies with the hinge. Apple's engineers are reportedly struggling to create a hinge that makes the screen crease nearly invisible when unfolded. This has been one of the biggest challenges for every company making foldable phones, and for Apple, it's become the main reason for the delay. The company's goal is clear. It doesn't want any visible crease, not even a faint one. But that level of perfection might not be possible yet. Apple has always believed in perfecting products before launching them. The company did it with the first iPhone, the iPad, and the Apple Watch. They waited until they could make something that stood out from the competition. But in the case of foldable phones, this obsession with perfection might cause more harm than good. Right now, there's no technology that completely removes the crease from foldable screens. Even Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold 7, one of the most advanced foldables on the market, still has a faint crease if you look closely. It's much better than older models, but it's not invisible. So if Apple is waiting for a crease-free display, it could take several more years before the foldable iPhone becomes real. This delay could cost Apple more than just time. The company could have already launched a foldable iPhone that performs as well as Samsung's latest Galaxy Fold models. Those phones have strong designs, reliable performance, and creases that barely affect everyday use. But Apple refuses to settle for good enough. It wants perfect, and that pursuit could mean missing the right moment to enter the market. If Apple keeps waiting, it might also face another issue: timing. The foldable iPhone was rumored to launch alongside the iPhone 18 lineup next year. That would have made it the main attraction, especially since the iPhone 18 series isn't expected to bring major upgrades. However, if the foldable iPhone is pushed back to 2027, it could end up launching around the same time as the iPhone's 20th anniversary model. That model is rumored to have a true edge-to-edge display with no cutouts at all. Competing with that kind of innovation could make the foldable iPhone feel outdated before it even hits stores. Another problem is fan expectations. People have been waiting years for Apple's take on a foldable phone, imagining something revolutionary. But after so many rumors and delays, if Apple finally releases it and it ends up looking like just another Galaxy Fold, only running iOS, the reaction could be underwhelming. The longer people wait, the higher their expectations become. That's a risky situation for Apple. To make things worse, Apple already has enough problems with its current products. Recent software updates have caused bugs and performance issues. For example, some M for iPad models were bricked after installing Apato's 18. Even Apple's latest hardware isn't perfect. The iPhone 17 Pro, which was redesigned to improve signal quality, has faced complaints about poor reception. Some users also say the new aluminum frame makes the phone more fragile when dropped. And then there's the color issue. The cosmic orange model reportedly fades into a pinkish hue over time. With all these problems, maybe Apple should fix its existing lineup before entering a completely new product category. It doesn't make sense to chase perfection in a foldable iPhone when the current devices still have so many issues. The truth is, the foldable iPhone doesn't need to be flawless on day one. Samsung's early foldable phones had their problems too, but they improved with each generation. Apple could follow a similar path, release a solid first version, gather feedback, and make it better over time. Waiting for a crease-free display that might not exist for years could cause Apple to miss out entirely. In the end, Apple's obsession with perfection might be its biggest obstacle. People don't need a perfect foldable iPhone. They just want one that works well, feels premium, and proves that Apple can still lead innovation. Sometimes progress matters more than perfection. If Apple keeps waiting for the impossible, it might end up being too late.